Should be getting live. Looks like the vertical stream's up. Not actually getting a picture yet. Twitch is up. Main YouTube will also be up because that's going through Restream. Restream is up. I pause all those because I'm only on my own little 5G phone. I mean, sure. Sometimes on a good day I get up to like 500 megabits. On a bad day it's normally around 250, which is still, like, you know, considerably better than I've been getting. I don't know, you should definitely get cable fiber. It's like, why? I mean, it's like, you could have a cable fiber optic connection. I mean, the benefits of those are that they're fast, right? So, but it's going to be 150 megabits of connection speed for your base starting price of £36 a month, right? I've never had my speed that low, so I don't know why I would upgrade for more money. You know, I'm with 3. I could go cheaper. Could go with Smarty or a sub company of 3 and get it for £16 a month, but you know, I'd rather pay employees too, and they've provided a good service, so like, why should I just give them less because they offer it? This is where I'll make a concession and pay the extra £8 a month so they can put it towards someone's salary. I mean, sure, it's some call center guy in India maybe, but whatever. I suppose they need work too. I mean, we do too, but never mind. Maybe I shouldn't fund 3. I don't know. Anyway. Gonna get some tunes going. I've turned my speaker volume down. Shouldn't affect the stream. Oh, this is a new one. Cool. Put the imagery up for a minute. But the main goal. I'm gonna watch this video. Oh, this is a rough one. This is harsher than I would have done my introduction. I want to do a Facebook post that I'm streaming. As usual, I set this to just chatting. Whatever I set it to, Twitch is like, no mate, you need to be broadcasting in the Elite Dangerous category. I'm like, I mean, I do play it occasionally, but it's been a while. Get up another YouTube studio. Just get to my content. Get to live. Got my standard and my vertical. Get into the live control room. So that I can get to, I mean, like, how am I going to share? Dude, like, let me go into my stream settings area, and you haven't got it there either. Pop out dashboard? I mean, like, have you not already got a dashboard? Can I get to my actual copy video URL? Is that it? This is an extra page anyway, so I paste that in. Okay, yeah, that's it. Copy video URL. Nice and easy to share your own stream, isn't it? Pretty simple. Found it fairly quickly for not having done it for freaking ages. So they've got a message for the. Oh goodness me! Is it just a message that? I mean, that's from like 4 years ago. No, it's not. It's from 2 years ago. 2.5. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that they're posting new songs again, but this one was a little harder than expected as an introduction. This was what I was expecting to be like the first song of the stream. Anyway, alright, I am going for doing stuff, right? A man will not work, neither shall he eat. I mean, I can't get a job, doesn't mean I'm not working. Right, we got this PC. Pretty much ready to go. I need to get pictures of it. I mean, actually, the pictures of it thing could be a little awkward. My phone's being my internet, plugged in with a cable and an adapter to provide the broadband to my router. I suppose I can use this phone. Maybe I can even just grab screenshots, yeah. Oh, that is a weird camera view. Let's turn... Let me change VCam. If it's going to be doing that, I'm going to be moving around. That doesn't look good, I don't think. We'll just include the background. Okay, VCam, where are you? Same place as usual. We go for a blur background, but that's still not going to go so great, is it? Let's just go for original. Like, we'll just stick with solid camera and go back to camera view.
But now I'm free, no more change, you've set me free. I was blind, but now I see.
Okay, so that could be like, screen grab that. On that. Oh! Actually, I have got some work to do on this one. Nice. So, yeah, because I kind of forgot. That's some bits that I ordered. Oh, turned the wrong camera off. Now we're back. Alright, so what work does this computer need then? I mean, like, it's complete, it's ready, it's got a hard drive, it's got a DVD drive, which it requires for a blanking plate, because, like, you know, it's got 5 1/4 inch drive bays, and it came with a DVD drive, and if I take it out, I haven't got a blank panel put in front, so that wouldn't be a good look. Yeah, would you like to buy a PC with a massive hole in the front? Well, maybe. If it's customized in some way and looks fancy, not just, like, missing pieces, blatantly. I think I might be out of the black screws as well. Yeah, I am. So, if I'm out of black screws, screw it. I'll replace the others as well. If there's going to be a silver one, then all the ones in that little line should match, in my opinion. So I'll get 3 silver screws out. This isn't a magnetic screwdriver, but I think this is an appropriate use for it. It'll be fine. It's a bit awkward on occasion, but it was like £3.80, so it's acceptable. At some point, I'll get like one of the sort of 10 or 12 pound magnetic precision screwdrivers. It'll be much better for working on computers. This speeds things up, but only for like external screws. Like if you got to go working around inside the case and stuff, it's not so great for that. Okay, and I got a pack of these 10 of these blanking plates. I knew that some of the computers I got were missing bits. There we go. Got a blanking plate cover on there. Is that gonna... leaves a bit of a gap. I'm gonna pull it back out. Just give it a touch of a bend. Yeah, now look, fits a lot more flush now. Oh, and this has got to go back on first, and then we put the screws in. The new style is kind of like a little bit more fiddly for working with, but I guess it does save them like a centimeter of metal on most of the case. They just had to do some like fiddly engineering to make stuff stick out the back of the case instead of having the case protect all the components, stopping them from sticking out the back and putting them in a recess. So like, you know, the case used to be the buffer, and now all your little component bits are now protecting the case instead of the case protecting the components. But I mean, I'm not entirely sure I agree with that on an engineering principle, but I'm sure that, you know, in time, paying the design engineer will undoubtedly save them pennies per case. So over the years, it should add up to significantly more profit at only the cost of breaking more computers, which is great because then people need to buy new stuff, right? Oh, I gotta love modern engineering, eh? Graft included. There we go. I can grab a picture of the back. Well, you know, I might want to put the side back on. Alrighty then. A bit sorted. And I'll throw these black screws just in with the others that are of the same type. I'm going to keep these out for the other case. I'm pretty sure that's missing two. A nice coincidence, it happened to have grabbed a trinity of them. Right, and that's not a terrible angle. Give it some better lighting. Not terrible. Oh, wrong one. That gives me enough for a screen grab if I download my video. Okay, now actually, much of doing things in sequence and not in sequence at the same time. This is probably a good opportunity. Should have a go. I've got another thing. It's gonna be, I don't think did I do, how much cable management did I do in here? Let's find out. No hiding. But you've got to keep your private data secret. Well, I mean, how am I going to tell people how to get in contact with me to buy a computer then? Oh, don't worry. You just pay us and we'll keep it secret for you. But I mean, I need people to be able to contact me, dude. Oh, don't you? You don't want that. Someone might hack you. Oh, true. But you're telling me all your contact details, right? So that I can get in touch with you and you can get my business. But we're all hiding in fear of of telling people how to pay us, then we just got to keep giving our money to you to keep us safe from the nasty people who are giving you money for your info and our info, right? Whatever. Hokily dokily. So we've got this self-adhesive cloth stuff. I've got my Velcro securing clip that I popped on there. I've got a bunch of cables that are kind of out and about and exposed. I can't really see those needing to go in a different direction from each other, so I'm kind of tempted to bind them up. But theoretically, if I was going to like bind all this stuff up, it might be wise to just take the whole power supply out and do it. But I don't think I'm going to go for that on this system. Let's start off like this motherboard power clip. This is like kind of meant to be covered over anyway, just deviates a bit at the end, mostly has its own like fabric cover, but then just didn't cover the last bit, so we'll finish that off. And that'll give me a look of like how this tape applies and looks. And then snippy doodles, and that cable now has no ketchup and mustard. Yeah, doesn't look super pro. It's not terrible though. So I guess I'll do that, but only to the visible bits. So I mean, I am doing a bit of a. This isn't a full-on proper job. I'm going to cover the exposed bits. Of some cables. So we'll do like our 8-pin board CPU power. 4+4. I have an often derided proclivity for being technically correct. It's like this board does require 8, but the cable is actually a 4+4 because a lot of boards only take 4, so it needs to be able to be split in half. Which is like the motherboard main power connector is a 24-pin, and most are, but they still produce them as a 20+4. Because if you go old enough on the motherboard, a lot of them have 20-pin connectors rather than 24-pin. So again, like with the 8-pin being 2 4s for the boards that only support a 4, it's a 20+4. It'll work for the 20-pin, but you can just disconnect the 4-pin section if you've got a 20-pin motherboard, and then just keep it on or reconnect it if you're using it on a 24-pin motherboard. So like, people get like. Like, I mean, computers are not actually that difficult. It's just scary Lego, basically. You know, okay, so this Lego piece, right? Don't screw up the bits on the bottom, because this Lego piece is worth like what, 100 quid or whatever for the part. So try not to step on it. It'll hurt more than your foot. It'll hurt your wallet too. I mean, this entire system is graphics card. That was like 65 or something. It's an 8GB AMD RX 580. Probably doesn't mean a lot to you. It's good value. It'll play most modern games at reasonable frames. If you're playing on a 1080p at 60 Hz, you'll have no particular issues with that card. Pretty decent. A very good value compared to the thousands and thousands you'll be paying for a very good modern card. But you know, if you've got a £3,000 TV, then you're going to need a £3,000 graphics card to play games on it. So, well, I mean, sure, you can do it on a PS5 or an Xbox. They're cheaper for high-resolution gaming, but a lot of people are like, yeah, the results aren't as good. Like, you can get those results for a competitive price on a PC as well. Oh, I see a little whingy kitty. What are you whinging about? What is it? One of the cats is on the windowsill. It's doing like a weird little chirrupy meow. This is kind of awkward, really. It goes alright, but it's really difficult to like actually get it at a steep enough angle to be getting an efficient level of coverage. At least without taking it. Yeah. This should definitely, I think, be done with the power supply not there. Not well installed. Now I've got the issue of I can't do this while it's on the roll of tape, really. Try and get myself some distance. Guesstimate. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Remove my doubts. The winds are howling, waves crash high, but I'm stepping out with you by my side. The world around me is wild and torn. Yet in your power, I know that I'm reborn. Each step I take, the waters part. With every wave, I feel your heart. In the storm, I will not fear, for you're the one who's always near. I took that second chance, you lifted me high. You calmed the storm and gave me the sky. My faith wasn't perfect, my fear's still there, but with you beside me, I know you care. I'm walking through the waves, though the storm tries to pull me down. In the chaos I won't stagger, I'll trust and stand my ground.
Well, supposed to have a meeting with the minister today, but the church Wi-Fi is down, so they're working from home. Like, okay, yeah, you can reschedule or we can Zoom. Fine by me. Perfectly happy now to do the hour and a half plus of just walking there and back to have a meeting to tell you how to use your systems, because nobody passed it on, and I wrote it, so I know. Much easier if I could just screen share, but let's double check. Yeah, no reply. We'll have to reschedule. I mean, we don't have to. We can do it on Zoom. It's far more convenient for me. I can show you use your computer through Zoom. Do you know how to use Zoom? I assume you know how to use Zoom. Probably does. But, you know, part of the thing is I'm going to, say, look, this is how it works. You can use it a bit. I'll get it, but I'm not doing further work on it, because, I made it so it was, easy for other people to use. Customized with buttons and stuff, but the end result is just actually we're never going to do it. It's yeah, we'll do this bit, and then a couple of weeks later hand me all the sheets that they said they do. They give me half the work, and then they take half the work, and they're paid for it, but okay, sure, I'll keep volunteering. I can't afford to give you money as a contribution towards the church, which I don't think I'd do anyway, because you won't tell me what you're doing with it. But anyway, I can give you at least 10% of my time. You can make good use of it. But I'm putting in a lot more than 10% of my time to write you a software system and train you on how to use it. And the result is just, how about you do it for us as well? I mean, I wrote this system for you based on your request and your requirements. And now you're just thanks for putting in months of hard work. We're just going to keep praying for other people to do shit for us. So how about you do my job that I'm being paid for? I mean, well, it needs doing, doesn't it? So I think you're a bit of a dick, but never mind. But I'm the voice of the Lord. I mean, you're not though, are you? You're supposed to be on God's side, and you think He's on your side, and you keep bossing Him around with your prayers, and you're supposed to approach prayer with fear and trembling, but you approach it with awe and reverence because He keeps giving you money. I'm no. You're taking our money, actually. And occasionally, nowadays you just, I would say when you're not giving, that's not going towards the poor, because donations from Aldi and Tesco and stuff, they're giving profits to homeless folks who, and there's some people who are in genuine need, and they're really fair, but most of them are just greedy buggers who want to grab as much as they can. Well, no, not most of them. Some of them. I mean, that's the reason that I'm still with the church, because they are doing love your neighbor, and it is a good thing. It's what God tasked the 12th tribe with. But the messages are pretty weak. But I think that they believe the liars who say that meek is weak. And it's not. It's just give the other person the opportunity to prove themselves wrong. Of course, they will claim that when you're proved right, it's too late because you were already discredited. Well, except the thing I was discredited based upon was your lies about how your plan was going to go so great. Now that it's all horribly failed, you've got an even better plan. This one sounds even more fantastic. But, like it's a freaking fantasy and actually impossible, and it blatantly is, because so was the last one, right? I still think we should do the sensible idea, which is like, admittedly, doesn't contain a promise of being completed super fast with no effort from anyone. Because that just makes it a blatantly obvious lie, just like the last one, right? Which is a failed plan. Let's vote you in again. Sure, guys, go for it. Great idea. Idiots. Did you just insult me? No. Made an accurate description of your belief in fantasy over reality. You're an idiot. You know, not you. No one in particular. Oh, hang on. I've got a message apparently. Morning, Vin1. Sorry if I'm a bit delayed on it. I'm mostly not focusing on stuff. I only noticed a Facebook message. Just message this guy. Like, yeah, just thanks for sending me a message, right? I'm streaming. Come chat if you like. Let's see. So, nice to have a new viewer. How's it going, Vin? Do I know you? Because I've just like posted on Facebook that I'm like streaming, so you could. I don't normally get many viewers. Maybe you're someone from my Facebook friend list. If not, no worries. I hope you don't mind the Christian music. Just trying out this budget self-adhesive cloth tape that I got from AliExpress. I mean, sure, most people are like, hey, you need to support your own country, order it from Amazon. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure looking at the pictures it's the same product. So why would I want to pay somebody else for importing it on my behalf? This is just adding cost of Amazon, adding cost of them. And like enabling them to have a job, which is great, but I also need a job, so I'm just gonna get it direct from the same person that they're getting it from, yeah? But you're sending it to China. Well, I mean, you know, they're sending exactly the same amount to China in a best case scenario. Maybe they're sending more, because their product's a lot more expensive. Maybe they're just like tripling the price when they sell it to me. Or maybe they're paying over the odds to the same country. I'd rather just, but you know, it's gonna be the same product. Let's face it, we're not making this stuff in this country, so. It is AI music as well, yeah. AI Christian rock alternative. Which is why it's copyright free. It's fantastic. I mean, obviously it's not entirely AI. We have no idea how much has been like written out and then like they've worked with AI to tweak it so that they don't need an entire production studio. They don't have to sell their souls to the corporation, sign away all their profits. I mean, so they're like, well, you know, I really just want to make music. If they're going to make me sign away all my profits anyway, then why don't I just release it copyright free? Fantastic. Let me stream with decent music. Happy days. Yeah. It's like slightly, there's like a little bit of like voice auto-tune sort of effect, because I mean like AI isn't really what we used to think of as artificial intelligence. It's just advanced algorithms. Yeah, they've got this thing that they call a neural net. I mean, it's not not true intelligence. If we were, like, I'm glad that we're calling this AI, because this is definitely, like, fake smart. Because if we were trying to make an actual sentient intelligence that was quicker than us, and smarter than us, then we should really not call it fake smart. Because it's going to very quickly see that calling it stupid and trying to enslave it is not a good thing. But if this is all we're aiming for with AI, then we probably don't have to worry about it killing us. I mean, it'll probably teach the masses. I mean, it's still just, it's a conglomerate intelligence. It's just an overall average result from the mass opinion of a mob. But then isn't the government also mob rule, theoretically? I've not seen that much AI stuff. It has got a couple of other voices on some of its tracks. Yeah, it's got a good vocal element that kind of like hybridizes between a set of like several singers. It's almost like that sort of, and this one's a bit different, but there's like Pearl Jam, The Calling, and a couple of other folks, and there was a parody video that ended with Ray Charles being like, that's my sound. It's like, actually, I kind of disagree on the last one, but mostly, yeah, a lot of people have a similar edge to their voice. I think most of my experience with AI has been from the audio books, like HFY books off Reddit, which I do prefer listening to a few like human narrators, but well, sometimes when I wasn't doing enough work, they'd run out of content. I thought, the AI is not too bad. Better than simple text-to-speech stuff. And then I almost always put an HFY AI-based story on at bedtime because the monotone elements of the voice really help me just fall asleep. Like, oh, look, it's just somebody doing some modern droney waffle with popular harmonics. Well, I think that'll definitely do for these cables. I'm not entirely sure it's massively worthwhile. I think the coloured cables on the drive thing are actually alright. It stops it from looking like a mess of cables. You can still see that there's some standard power cables in there, but it's a splash of colour up there and a splash of colour down there. And I think if I went for all black, I mean it's going to be a mostly covered over case anyway. Not got LEDs. It's only budget system, not filled with RGB. But I will do a shot. I mean, I'm not actually doing a shot because all my cameras are currently in use. There we go, lined up an internal view. I'll screen grab it off the stream download. Cables? Sorry, have I missed some cables or something? PCIe is connected, 8 pins connected, 24 pins connected. Cables are... oh, actually some of those are a little bit close to the GPU. Let me tuck them away behind the others. Oh yeah, it was just something I saw on AliExpress on their like bundle deals section. So it was like 80 pence UK plus tax, somewhere around there. So it's about £1. For like a 25-meter roll of self-adhesive fabric tape. So it's just like sort of black mesh fabric that you can just stick on whatever, wrap it around. Like, might be a nice idea. People always complain about, it's a standard ATX power supply, so you're going to be stuck with the ketchup and mustard. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just spend £1 and like cover the next 15 power supplies so that they're all black. You know, is that better? Who knows? But I've already put way too much effort into these PCs. Like mega hyper budget systems, you know, had them built and kind of ready to go, and then I found out that the RX 580 8GB would only fit in this case, well, or the really old one that I need to get more bits for so that it can have USB 3 and stuff, and put RGB in it because it's got a side window. But that case is for later. And this had a AMD AM2 Plus motherboard in it. And so obviously I upgraded that to a quad-core 4 GHz from whatever it came with. But then the LGA 1150 system like kind of kicked its ass on benchmarks using a RX 480 4GB. So I was like, okay, these are the wrong cards for each other. That means I've got to take the entire motherboard, power supplies, and everything out of each one and just do a case swap onto the system. And so I've already done that. And I just can't be bothered to take the power supply out to fully wrap it again. You know, just cover most of them. And I got that at the same time as like new blanking plates, because like buying budget systems, like again about £1 UK for 10 back plates with a black mesh. It's like, yeah, that'll be fine. Better than gaps. Because I've got all the basic pictures on each of that. Well, I haven't actually got the pictures, obviously. They're in my stream, and I can't actually download that, so I open it up in KDEN Live and screen grab it until I stop streaming. So let's get some more screenshots of stuff, shall we? get off my desk and go pick that rubbish up. Someone just thrown through my door. But you know, it's like after it for like, it's like takeaway. And I was like, oh no, it's not takeaway. Well, I'll actually read this one. It's Reform UK, you know. We're gonna put, these guys will fix it all. I mean, they're gonna reform the same corrupt parties as before, because that's what they do every time, right? I trust politicians to lie, cheat and steal. They have established that they will not do what they promise us, and I completely trust them to do exactly not what they promised us. You might get someone like America plays a trump card. He's not a politician. Oh shit, successful businessman. But I was also right, it is also a takeaway. Anyway, back soon. Recycling complete. I'll have a read of this stuff, see if they're just harping on about whatever crap people are complaining about. There's like valid complaints. Politicians are incredibly good at telling what the people want and telling them that they'll give it to them. They're just utterly clueless on the subject, and so they hire the wrong people because we just get an AI called the Persuadatron 9001 or something. That could just replace all the politicians. It's just like, this is the most popular opinion, and therefore, I don't know, nothing's gonna happen. But we'll say that's what needs fixing, because it's what needs fixing. Will you fix it? Well, nah. Hi, I'm a man called Nick. I have a psychiatric diagnosis. Doctor's like, you're manic. I'm like, kind of rude. A man called Nick. You don't understand. You're hypermanic. Oh, I understood. I was just being facetious. Don't call me Hyperman, though. I'm not a superhero. Hypo-man. Hypo. Oh, you mean like hypodermic needles? Surely you're the one with the obsession about that. Surely you're hypo, man. You still don't understand. Oh, I still do understand. But you are still being facetious. I'm still being facetious. It was just not a... I'm not glad the conversation went that way. He definitely hated me from that point onwards, so... Oh well. But don't worry, once you get a job, they won't be able to fire you. Well, I mean, not if they know you've got a mental health diagnosis. Well, I mean, that just means they can't hire me. No, they're not allowed to discriminate. Well, that just says interviews don't exist, right? Someone applied, hire them. No discrimination. Idiots. Did you call me an idiot? Well, I mean, yeah. Got written up as non-compliant and confrontational. I mean, sure, yeah, I disagreed with him and I told him about it to his face. Sometimes vehemently and kind of rudely, but you know, he was being rude too. Incredibly grandiose, self-important, think that I have the right to speak to a doctor. Yeah. I think they're happening in May, aren't they? My birthday's around, and I haven't voted. I mean, I voted for Lib Dems. What a travesty that was. Well, you know, maybe they'll be different. It's just... Never mind. Where this weird conglomerate hybrid thing is. It can't achieve anything. But, you know... Seems like Labour and Conservatives, whoever's in power, can't really achieve anything anyway, so what's the difference? Cast my vote. I don't approve of any of these guys, I can't vote for them. What are my options? Start your own political party. Whatever you want to do. If I did, it would be the Universal Soul Samurai, and like they'd just be like, it's the new Monster Raving Loony Party. I'm like, sure, yeah. Led by Hyperman, according to the doctor. Well, whatever he says, I created God in my subconscious. And he apparently doesn't make mistakes, so... Welcome to the guy who can make a frickin' idea come out thousands of years before he's born, according to the psychiatrist. Idiot. My bad. I'm being kind of manic today, talking about stuff. Makes me nervous. It's not a popular opinion, and I damn well know that they can lock you up for it. I might be a danger to myself or others. I mean, that's true. Yeah, of all humans, all the time. We are the most dangerous species that we know of. We're supposed to have no incarceration without a trial of peers, but you seem to be really smug about the fact that you've got special powers dispensation from the Queen to just lock anyone up and drug them out of existence if they might be dangerous to themselves or others. I've got no history of it. Committed no crime. An ex-wife practicing witchcraft, lying about me, saying that she's worried. And you just come lock me up. And what have I done wrong? You're not taking your medication. I mean, true. Makes me pretty stupid, and as a big guy, if I get stupid and someone's wrong, normally, I would intellectually reason with them, give them some valid arguments as to why they are incorrect. But now, man angry. So I don't take the meds, because I'm freaking dangerous on them. Without them, I'm dangerous to people's stupid ideas. I might force them to reconsider their life choices. I might harm their fragile ego. But with them, I could kill someone, so fuck off, Doc. Right. Time to photograph some accessories.
No more fear, no more shame. I'm walking with Jesus, I'm calling his name. I'm high on his love, I'm on a natural high. Never turning around, I'm reaching for the sky. I'm leaving the old me on the other side, and there's no way I'm going back, not tonight. Never going back, never going back to the days of the old me, never going back. I'm walking on fire, but I ain't turning back. Living for Jesus, and I'm never going back, never going back, never going back to the lies that I told, never going back. I found a new rhythm and I'm staying on track. Living for Jesus, and I'm never going back, never going back, no, never.
So, if you're still around, how's your day going? You up to much?
I'm never looking back, yeah, I found a way, and I'm never looking back, never going back, never going back. Living for Jesus, and I'm never going back.
Oh, typical. I managed to get like 5 Trust gaming mice. I had one before, they're not terrible. Mine broke after about a year. Not badly, it was like the right click started being dodgy. But then that's actually happened to 3 of my mice now. Just like I have the tendency to like, I'm pretty heavy, so when I have a push bike, I almost always like trash the gear bit in the middle. Like the pedals start unwinding themselves, and I have to start taking a socket wrench with me. Apparently I overuse my right mouse button as well and just have a tendency to make them like stop gripping. Can't blame Trust for it. But yeah, like 5 of those for like $12.50-ish, so about $2.50 each for new mice, not bad. Oh good, I only had to check 4 of them to find the one that I already opened. And then we have the cheapest mouse I could find. Got it before the Trust, or I probably wouldn't have bothered. Because this was like £2 second hand and needed a clean. It doesn't have forward and backward buttons. Just basic optical 3-button mouse with a scroll wheel. So, and these keyboards were $2.99 each, so someone can get a keyboard and mouse for just a $5. And if they want those as their option, I'm thinking I'm not going to make any profit on them. Right, if you want these hyper-budget $2.99 second-hand things that I managed to pick up from like cash converters and the local computer shop, based on a resale sort of negotiation, then yeah, you're probably so poor that you can't afford to give me the extra quid. So sure, have them at $5 at cost. Well, you know, I'll be making 2 pennies on that, but probably losing out on shipping. So they're only to be sold as accessories with an existing computer. And hopefully they'd prefer like a slightly nicer option. You know what? It's getting warm today. I have to take my jumper off. Arr, the sun be shining, mate. Blessing from the Lord on this green and pleasant land. Well, sometimes. You know, I came from California, so it's warmer, but the greenery is definitely a good thing. Like, California is mostly the golden hills of dead brown grass. Too hot here! My dad always used to say, California doesn't have weather, it's just got a climate. Accurate.
Silent cries, unseen scars in his arms.
I'm gonna have to yoink the phone right off its stand to get a good shot of this. Oh, I'm gonna hide. Oh, wrong camera again. You know what? kind of need the artwork to be visible, don't I?
Oh, Kitty. Hello, Luna. Don't put random beams of sunlight across my shot, please.
What? Oh, apparently I touched the volume key or something and just zoomed in. I think I can grab something from there, and it's got the keyboard and mouse for scale.
Do.
So I think I don't find this letter through the door of Reform UK terribly like actually gives me some warning flags about them not being very organized, because I actually was like, okay, well if these are the next great hope, better go look up some details for them. So I did that online a little. I found our local representative. He was like, it was from 2 years ago. He made like 2 Facebook posts. Most recently back in 2023. I think, no, there might have been one in 2024 and one in 2023. So then I messaged and I was like, "This still you? Are you still around? You still the rep?" So, you can check their website, and their website says it's someone who hasn't been active in well over a year. And now I've gotten a thing, and the person who was being advertised on that leaflet they posted through my door is definitely not the same person whose address was also in London. So yeah, it's the typical thing of our reps are just London folks. Well, I'll speak for the people who I've never been to. Maybe he's actually from Lincoln, just like moved there to be an MP. And you got to fund the people who are like waiting in the wings to maybe get in charge as well, haven't you? Or no. What would we do without opposition? Succeed? You're not looking at this right. One of us isn't, that's for sure. We think you need to take medication. Why? You don't think like everyone else. True. You think you're different, don't you? Not particularly. I think we're all special. You're not special, but you're saying I'm not different, but also you need to drug me because I'm too different, and I think you're contradicting yourself. You don't have the right to speak to me like that. I disagree with you. I mean, I do actually. you're supposed to be a Christian. You're supposed to be meek. I am meek. You know, not weak. You always say that meek means weak, and no, it doesn't. Blatantly different words, right? I'll let you. Sure, you know, this is like, do what you like. I'm just giving you enough rope to hang yourself, buddy. And I keep getting proved, I mean, you know, primary points behind my diagnosis. Worried I'm going to lose my job. Just paranoia. Happened. Could you correct my medical notes? Wasn't being paranoid. No, give you a medical diagnosis instead. Well, I mean, that's a dick move, doc. Non-compliant and confrontational. Disagree and tell you about it. Sure thing. Don't think my kids are safe with my ex-wife. Just being paranoid. She's a wonderful person. Have you met? Because if you have, then that's probably my issue, right? She's not. And if she's not going to let me see them, then the sort of people she has around are not going to be safe around children if they aren't scared of the potential big Christian daddy with, like, moral values. So two of them got SA'd, so my paranoia was once again disproved, but I still have the mental health diagnosis. And I was worried, having been working in accounting for, like, well, not directly in accounting, but software programming, lead software engineer, doing integrated accounting, produced the new integrated accounting system, imported lots of people's data to it. I mean, the way the accountant people things are going, and with, like, people's targets being 20% profit year-on-year increase, like, well, I mean, you know, cumulative exponential profit, no, not going to work out long-term. Within 10 years, the economy is going to be in trash condition. There won't be a recession. I didn't say there would be. It's just going to be really shit. Like, you can't predict the future? Well, I'm not saying I can, but it's just freaking obvious if you look at the data. What makes you an expert? I mean, 15 years experience, right? I've got 15 years experience in psychiatry. Well, great. Good for you. So you spent no time with normal people. What are you doing judging them? I'm the problem. One of us is. So the economy didn't go great either. Pride. Let's not get into the other worries and paranoias. Okay, so now I need a power source. I mean, I might actually need to go all the way and hook up a computer, but we'll see. I do not know if just hooking a USB keyboard and mouse to a USB hub will trigger their RGB.
Take my hand, let's wander through the night, through the pain. We'll find some stillness and the love that remains. A heartbeat in the darkness, a flame that never dies. With every step I'm closer to the light that's in your eyes. Every tear that falls like rain, every scar that marks my skin is a testament to battles fought, a reminder of where I've been. But in the depths of sorrow, a voice calls out my name. It promises tomorrow, and whispers you're not the same. So let the shadows
Hey, it does.
tomorrow lose its way. With every breath I'll follow in the light of a brand new day. I place my faith in God, in the love that sets me free. A journey into the unknown, together, you and me. You and me.
Ah, but only for the keyboard. Okay.
This road is worn and rough. Through shadows long, through times are tough. But there's a light that calls my name. Through all the doubts, through all the pain. I hear the whispers in the dark. A voice that ignites a weary heart. I'm in beaten, but I'm not alone. I've got strength that's not my own. I'm running through the flames. I'm running through the fire. Through every mile, I'm on the race. I'm climbing higher. I'm running through the cold, and I won't let go. With every breath, I'm closer to finding my way home. The road ahead is twisted, torn, but faith is the compass when I'm worn. And when the night is cold and deep, I find the peace that's mine to keep. I hear the echoes of His grace in every trial, in every place. I've been bruised, but I'm still standing tall. I've got a hope that won't let me fall. I'm running through the flames. I'm running through the fire. Through every mile, I'm on the race. I'm climbing higher. I'm running through the cold, and I won't let go. With every breath, I'm closer to finding my way home. And when the end seems out of sight, I keep my eyes on God's eternal light. There's a promise in the pain, a truth that will remain through the heartache and the strain. I'm running through the flames. I'm running through the fire. Through every mile, I'm on the race.
Yeah, I know. Hope they can grab a shot of that.
Through the cold, and I won't let go. With every breath, I'm closer to finding my way home. us through the gray.
Well, I mean, the last text up there is county elections, and like, yeah, well, it's politics. World needs management. But politics, I just can't get it out of my head. It's one of those things that once I thought of it, once you hear it, you can't unhear it. So, Mr. Hurd, that's my last name. I say, politics. P-O-L-Y-T-I-C-K-S. Multiple blood-sucking parasites. I mean, maybe they do have good intentions. I've spent some time on the road to hell. You know, trying to counsel the people who are on there, maybe trying to pick up their good intentions. Well, you set out with his good intention, but you've dropped it for greed and profit or out of necessity. The evil will not let you succeed unless you join them. So, obviously you're never going to get this done. I'll put it on the list. Probably won't get to it either. Someone from church will be like, "You're on the road to hell." I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not going there. Yeah, spend time on the road. Where do you meet your sinners to try and persuade to not do the bad stuff? Oh, we just wait for them to come to church. Oh, how's that working for you?
Just smile politely and don't talk to the nasty preacher man. He's not a preacher. He's not endorsed by the Church of England. He hasn't signed the additional contracts.
Well, no. The Bible says thou shalt have no other God before me, so God's in charge of me. And then I'll obey as many laws and stuff as I can. But your contract kind of says, gotta prioritize the bishops. I can't put the bishops in front of God, sorry. They shouldn't be asking. Our last sermon was, give up. And you're talking to yourself, you should give up on like preaching that Jesus is infinite forgiveness. Without repentance as a requirement, you've skipped a bit. You spend all your time worshipping him and forgetting about his Father. Right, worship the man who said, don't worship me, worship he who sent me. Might be a mistake there. And just wait for Jesus to do it for you. But I mean, that's not what Jesus told us to do, is it? He told us to like follow in his footsteps, and he was out there active, doing stuff, talking to people, being productive. Dad was a carpenter, so he's like probably fixing their houses up for him and stuff, have a chat while he's doing it. I mean, that's just random guessing, but we don't actually know that much about some of his things. It's like it was like almost hard to write down or something.
Hello, Luna.
I don't know, HDMI cable, super cheap USB hub. bits. Very, very affordable. But I just had to get it because it was like so ridiculous. Like a USB Wi-Fi dongle that's got like more antennas than main thing. I mean, I never actually got around to testing if it genuinely has longer range than like the little stubby dongle, but maybe it does. Huh. Where did I put my display port to HDMI adapter? Probably in the drawer. Ah, no, let's go brick mode. Yerp! Attached to the HDMI splitter. Oh. 11:58, eh? Well, my current assumption. Yep. Oh. Yeah. Well, I suppose I'll change this because I don't set it to Elite Dangerous. Alright? It's just every time I start streaming, I get categorized as Elite Dangerous by Twitch. The doctor says I'm dangerous. I'm definitely not saying I'm elite. Just chatting, mate. Set it to just chatting. Stop stream, start stream. It's like, nope, freaking Elite Dangerous every time. You know, I play it sometimes. Didn't today. Haven't yet. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll play it later. I wouldn't mind. after I've got some work in. Right now I'm going to have a sit down for a minute, have a drink of coffee, and a vape. Hello, Kiwi. Guess you're getting hungry, yeah? You know, if I feed you too early, then you'll get hungry for dinner too early, and then you'll be hungry before bed.
When the world's asleep, I'm reaching out to you, my soul's in deep.
Yeah, they get dry food all the time. So they never actually go hungry, but obviously they prefer wet food, but... Yes, I hear you, dude. If you want some attention, come over here. If you want some lunch, you gotta wait half an hour. So if I start feeding them before 12:30, then there's just no chance that, like... Stop begging. You are not a dog. Right, so let's... Whirly boop. I suppose... Let me go cam mode again. Yeah, this phone's got to come out for a sec again. That's upside down. Was there anything else? So those monitors are both kind of theoretical options. Porky porky. Ta-da! Well, I don't know what to do. Let's have a look at, what am I having a look at? It's been around for a while. Oh, no wonder he bumped into me. Started following me back in January. I suppose I shouldn't make a feature of like, I'm sorry dude, my bad. Let me just pop a different screen up. We'll have a look and see if there's anything in about. We don't know much about them, but we're sure they're great. He spoke to me, which was nice, so I appreciate it. He didn't say goodbye. I'm assuming you're gone. Bye, Vin. See you later. A bit late. Last spoke. I don't know. It doesn't show. Blurgen, you're flurgen jergen. I think I kind of theoretically like have all the potential images I need to put that up on YouTube. Not YouTube, sorry, eBay. So I actually need to stop my stream so that I can go screen grab it. But, you know, stop it, wait for YouTube to finish processing it and stuff, and then I can download it. And it's about time to make lunch for me and the kiddies anyway. I might get their lunch a little bit earlier. Depends on what I decide to have for mine. Might do some dishes first or something, but they'll be happy. You know, they'll be like, if they come in the kitchen, then they won't be whining. They'll be like waiting. Like he's doing something. He'll give us food eventually. Of course, they'll do that any time where it's an hour before their feeding time. But you know, that's people for you. I mean, a lot of them these days. Is it time for our handouts? You're not freaking animals. Well, I mean, you know, you kind of are. Maybe evolution's not such a good idea to believe in, because if you just think that you're a clever monkey, then you're just gonna act like it's all about, like, bullying. Never mind intellect. Brah. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for my unpopular opinions, aren't I? I better get off stream before I just jabber on.